So the person I decided to do my research and analyzation on for the social contract prompt is Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan he started out as like a martial arts actor in China, as I think specifically Hong Kong, and but he really blew up in the United States. He did his martial arts acting a lot around like the 1980s and the 1990s, and then he came to the U.S. to do a lot of acting around like the 2000s, 2010s. A lot of the movies he was popular for, I would say the movies he's most popular for are The Karate Kid, Rush Hour, The Medallion, The Spy Next Door, Shanghai Nights, and Shanghai Noon. All fantastic movies. Um, but he was actually perceived differently in China as opposed to the U.S. Um, like he's known for like a lot of different scandals that happen, and they all kind of add up to this social contract that was broken. And so like a 2000s kid and a 2010s kid who grew up around the time like a lot of his movies were popular, it really like kind of made me like open my eyes and kind of surprised me a bit. So that's why I wanted to pick Jackie Chan. Um, so one of the things that kind of contributes to the fall of his social contract was like it was publicly known, and a lot of the stuff is actually like a lot of the stuff is gossip, which was covered in the lecture. So I want to cover that as well. Is gossip, and it was also like publicly known like this fact. So one of the things was actually like he had an affair with his wife while she was pregnant, and it happened with on multiple occasions with multiple different people, and it was actually known to be linked with prostitution, which definitely like hurts his image because prostitution is illegal, and just in general it's pretty much considered immoral among like everyone to cheat on your significant other, especially if they're pregnant. Like that's not not especially, but like it's that kind of makes it more of like a immoral action. Um, so yeah, he did that on multiple occasions, and then he did a lot of like gambling and alcoholism, but like not like just a little bit. Like it got bad to the point where like he was drinking and driving, and that's part of the like that broke his like social contract that really changed his image, because drinking and driving is illegal, and so that hurt his social image. A He was also It's also known that he's like very strict on his children. Like he neglects his children, and there's gossip that he like used to beat his children. And there was also his son was actually arrested for drug charges in Beijing, and instead of like caring for his son or caring about like how his son was, he cared more about like how the public and how the press perceived him. And he also said publicly he wasn't going to leave him anything in his will because of that kind of stuff. And then lastly, he it's known that he politically supports China and communism, and does not support U.S. ways of governing, which that's like his views, but like that's generally that kind of hurt his social contract in the U.S. a little bit. Um, he hasn't been appearing in as many movies as of lately as opposed to like in the 2010s, to where he was in a lot of popular Hollywood movies like The Karate Kid and like the Rush Hour movies and stuff like that. So he still appears in some movies. Like there was one just released in 2018, so he was forgiven a little bit, but I feel like a lot of people who knows about that kind of stuff have not forgiven him.